You know, man, a lot of us need to hear this, and I think I'm at the top of that list. But pain is inevitable, bro. Pain, in terms of you trying to get to where you want to be, pain is inevitable. You cannot run away from that. You and I can devise all sorts of mechanisms or ways to avoid pain, to accomplish what we need to accomplish, but it's inevitable, man. I've said this a million times on this channel before, and I'm probably gonna continue to say it, and I'll probably make a whole video about it. But one of the things I struggle with the most is my sleep. Going to sleep early and waking up early and staying awake throughout the entire day. Really, my energy levels in general. And for me, when I'm in that sweet spot of sleep, and my whole body's feeling light and I'm just really into the sleep, man, but I gotta get up and do something, I'll try and find whatever it is that I can do to put that thing off or to push it off so I can sleep more, because it feels good. Because I don't want to deal with the discomfort of having to do that thing while sleepy. And I have so many things to do, man, and I feel like I have so little time. But when I'm in that moment of being sleepy, it's like weird connection. But if you've ever seen the 2008 Hulk movies, you know that he has two personas. There's a regular guy who is a person of character, he has his morals, but then there's when he turns into Hulk. And when he turns into Hulk, that other version of him completely goes out the window, and he just loses all his values and his morals and his sense of self. I'm not saying that I lose all my values and my morals, but what I'm trying to highlight with that example is when I'm really sleepy, all the things that I said I was going to do before, all the things I swore to myself that were going to happen, they completely go out the window. All I want to do is keep my head on that pillow and my body underneath the blanket. And sleep is one of a few things that's like that for me. I think that sleep is the greatest thing that exists in that way for me, but there are a few other things too. And it's interesting because what I've tried to do is, again, like devise different kinds of ways that I can really hype myself up to get awake, or hype myself up to not feel that pain or that struggle of being sleepy when I need to do something. And these are different. I mean, from like looking at myself in the mirror to telling myself, oh, we're gonna get up at so and so time, to just thinking about waking up early all the time. Like just different things that I've done mentally to try and get myself to get up early. And at the root of all of this, while I'm not saying any of these are invalid, and if you do anything like this, I'm not saying it's invalid, at the root of this is to avoid pain, is to avoid discomfort. But at the end of the day, what I'm realizing more and more is that, as applied to my sleep or many other issues that you or I struggle with, is that we oftentimes try to avoid the pain to get to the destination, man. We try and find shortcuts or ways to go around the discomfort. But the reality is, man, that the pain is necessary, the pain is important, and the pain is key, bro. Without the struggle, man, when you finally accomplish that thing that you've been struggling to accomplish, like, would you feel proud of yourself? Would you feel proud of yourself? And I asked myself this first. I'm gonna rewatch this video once I am finished with it, and these questions are for myself and it's for you. But would you feel proud of yourself, bro, if you did not overcome the struggles? Would you feel proud of yourself if you just accomplished the goal without fighting through the pain? So in that way, the pain is part of the process. The pain is part of the process of you becoming proud of yourself in the end, man. And for me, like, what creating all these different ways of trying to avoid the pain does is just a whole bunch of mental gymnastics to me. I'm thinking of, okay, I'm gonna do this thing and that thing. Oh, don't forget about that, or what about that over there? Just so I can avoid the pain or lessen it. And there's nothing wrong with lessening the pain, but we shouldn't do that in an attempt to completely get rid of the pain or discomfort at hand. The pain or discomfort is inevitable, bro. No matter what it is you try and do, in many situations, not all, but in many situations, no matter what it is you try to do to move away from that pain, bro, on the process of trying to do something, oftentimes that pain is not going to leave. It can lessen, but at the very foundation, you're still going to have pain there. You're going to have to deal with it there. There's no working around that, man. So what we have to do, I think what I need to do, is realize that that is true and work with that. Realize that that is true and do it anyways. Goggins, I've mentioned him on this channel before, but David Goggins, he talks about, like, this may sound weird to a lot of people, but yeah, I think there's great wisdom in this, but he talks about enjoying the suffering. seeking out the hardship, seeking out that discomfort, befriending adversity and challenge, because they're inevitable. They're gonna come up one way or another. So it's really, would you rather deal with the pain of regret of not having dealt with that thing, or would you rather deal with the pain of the process, which is a more temporary pain that'll lead you to where you want to get? I think one thing that makes this worse too is when we surround ourselves with people who are going to tell us the things that we only want to hear. Those people who will tell us, oh no, it's okay, avoid it, do this instead of that. Nah, bro, I mean, there's a time and place for that, but you also need the people around you. And I thank God that I have this. But you need the people around you who are going to tell you, yeah, you need to suck it up and face that thing that you're trying to avoid, face that pain that you're trying to avoid. I think it's by surrounding ourselves by these kinds of people, these kinds of thoughts, that will learn to enjoy the pain, will learn to enjoy the process. And again, when you finally go and accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish, whether it be something as little as, I don't know, waking up, or something even bigger, you're going to feel proud of yourself, man. The pain is part of the journey, bro. So yeah, man, I say this as someone who is, again, like I said in my last video, trying to get out of complacency. I say this as someone who was just trying to better himself, man, and as someone who, again, is gonna watch this video and videos of the like to try and instill this mindset in myself even more. I'm really trying to get to a place, you know, where the pain of hardship, the pain of the process, where it can really become my best friend, where it's a thing that I seek out rather than avoid, the thing I try and befriend on the path to God willing greatness, man. So yeah, man, just wanted to record this real quick. If you relate to this, both of us, me and you, man, let's get on the grind and let's befriend pain, man. Let's not push ourselves from it. All right, keep grinding, and I'll see y'all soon.